Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X research and professional physicist. And today I'd like to bring to you another one of my articles. This one is entitled Weather Manipulation, Planet X Under Intelligent Control. Now, as I detailed in Article 484 entitled Planet X, the cause behind low-pressure weather systems, it is impossible for a low-pressure system to move across the Earth's atmosphere as a bubble within a medium that is at a higher pressure unless the low pressure is created by a Planet X system's stellar core. And this is illustrated here. If you just have a low pressure within the atmosphere and all the air surrounding it is at a higher pressure, that is, it's at a higher density, then that air will quickly flow in to equalize the density. And that means that this low pressure will quickly disappear. But when it is created by a Planet X system stellar core, it's created by its gravitational influence, which then causes a region of low density and therefore low pressure underneath it. And therefore these low pressure weather systems are actually created by Planet X system stellar cores within the Earth's atmosphere. So low pressure systems create storms, bring rain and snow depending on the temperature, and may also bring hail. This means that storm systems are actually created by Planet X system stellar cores and are not natural events. The more severe storms such as tornadoes, waterspouts and hurricanes are also due to low pressures and thus not surprisingly also produced by these objects. And here you see a tornado. And a tornado and some waterspouts, and basically a waterspout is a tornado over water. And notice here that you have the pink color in the sky indicating the presence of stellar core matter, which then causes the emission of this color of light due to the absorption of light. Now, these severe cyclonic storms are gravitational vortices created by a massive object inside the Earth's atmosphere. In other words, a Planet X system stellar core, and are the result of gravitational diffraction because they create a gravitational vortex, which is it's a diffraction effect. And you may look at Article 483 entitled Earth Losing Atmosphere Due to Planet X-Related Gravitational Diffraction. Now, these objects create low pressures in the Earth's atmosphere associated to cyclonic wind circulation because these low pressure systems are the result of a gravitational vortex which arises from the object's gravitational influence on the Earth's atmosphere and surface. What first alerted me to that was that was the case was the tidal effects that usually go along with hurricanes, which could only be induced by an object from space closely approaching the surface of the Earth. And you may look at Article 370 entitled Hurricane Michael, used to cover up tidal event due to Planet X approach. Notice also that even though you would expect that a region of low pressure and thus lower density air to be at a higher temperature than surrounding air, the opposite is usually the case, as the temperature in a particular region is usually higher before than after the region begins to be affected by a low pressure weather system. Why is that? That is likely to be due to the heating of the atmosphere by ultraviolet lasers, by radio waves, or by microwave radiation, which then attracts a stellar core, which then gives rise to the low pressure due to its gravitational influence on the Earth's atmosphere. This means that the powers that be are using light energy to attract the stellar cores to a particular region, and it is through this that they are controlling the weather. The powers that be could use their technology to attract the Planet X system stellar cores, which seem to be arriving in larger and larger numbers, to areas where they would do the least harm. But it is obvious that they instead desire to use them to inflict harm, as the low pressure systems created by these objects lead to excessive rain, followed by floods and landslides. And you may look at article 480 entitled "The Dark Sun and Planet X Now Entering Earth's Atmosphere in Large Numbers." And you can see the consequences of these low pressure systems, and that is floods, as you see here. And here I illustrate what actually is occurring. So you may have a stellar core creating a low pressure system underneath it, and the cyclonic air circulation, therefore a storm system. And then there's artificial heating of the atmosphere in a region adjacent to the stellar core, and that will cause the stellar core to move into that region, whilst the radiation then will go into the next region, so that this stellar core, and therefore the low pressure system and the storm system associated with it, is moved through the atmosphere in whatever direction the powers that be would like it to move in. So in conclusion, Planet X system stellar cores are coming to the Earth in larger and larger numbers. They create gravitational vortices in the Earth's atmosphere, which manifest as low pressure systems and cyclonic air circulation, in other words, storm systems, where the manipulation thus amounts to controlling these objects with light energy. And here are the references. This is Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X physicist. Thank you for watching.